All right, George had a very good question about Waki Gatame. What is Waki Gatame? Right? Waki Gatame, Waki is armpit, right? Gatame is lock. So, Waki Gatame, extend, right? Hinge joint, elbow going this way, fixed point, downward pressure on this elbow, step away and turn, arm is extended. Right? You see this like in every single traditional martial arts situation. This armbar has been around forever. And some people hit this. Standing, some people hit this Ashiwaza, but it's a very, very difficult one to hit. Okay? The reason being, I don't have your arm isolated away from your body. I do, but I don't have control over any of this. Okay? So for me to gradually apply this pressure is going to be very, very difficult. Can this work? Yes. If I throw my body into it, boom, it'll hurt your arm. Right? And you see this in MMA. Like you watch this guy, Shintaro. He's like a Japanese guy. And he did this to someone, broke their arm. Right? It works. It does work. But it's very, very difficult because the precursor to getting that is to get this strong 2-on-1 grip and then keep this arm in. Look, it's very difficult now for me to take this arm away and immediately you're gonna start fighting for hand position here, right? Yeah, it's not gonna let me get this, right? But if I could get this, and if I could rotate my arm over, now I could throw my entire body down into this arm and crank it. But you don't see this in sports so often because it's not giving you an opportunity to tap. It's not giving you an opportunity to be submitted, right? I'm just freaking going for it and throwing my entire weight into that arm. So it's illegal in a lot of grappling arts, right? Also, if you grab this wrist here, right? Go this way, right? This, especially with nogi, is very difficult to keep. Okay, go for armbar. Right now, it's already done that. Yeah, right? So it's not an easy thing to be able to do. Right? So you do see a lot of it in traditional martial arts. Right? Like if you're over here, you feel that punch the right. Whoa! I catch it. I go for the juji, the Waki Gatame, and I'm not making fun of that. You know, it's like traditional martial arts. It's been around forever. Right? There was a time when we thought that stuff worked all the time. That was the thing. And it can still work. You know, you take your, like a 9-year-old child, right? Or someone who's super unathletic, and the thing about a lot of these techniques is designed in a way where you can apply this to unskilled opponents, right? If I'm fighting a random guy in the street, right? And I have this proximity and I have 2-on-1 or something like this, and he's never sort of seen this situation before, and he thinks I'm gonna go for a punch here, and he has his hands up, right? Right, and I can crank this and then throw my hips across. Will it work? Maybe, right? But the likelihood of me going for that and then you swinging wildly like a lunatic and catching me, that's still pretty high too, right? So like, as opposed to going for that, like if I'm on the street with George, who's a monster, and if I'm capable of getting close in the distance, like I'd rather go fight for position. And now look, his movement's very restricted here, okay? I'm behind him, so he can't really punch me or kick me, right? And now from there, I'm gonna look to start clipping at his legs and taking him down, right, where he's much less athletic and capable, okay? And now from here, I'm gonna look to, sort of defend myself, and depends on the context too, right? If I'm in the subway, I don't really wanna be on the ground with anybody, but maybe I can lift them up and slam them. Lots of different options and opportunities, but Waki Gatame really wouldn't be something that I would go for right away. That being said, it does work, right? So you can't really just write it off, So that's my 2 cents on that. Thank you very much. Os. Your friend coming?